I thought you was going to talk about. We were going to talk about Rebel Moon while we were.
All right, let's go, man. Rebel Moon. So this is the new film from Zack Snyder. It's a Netflix exclusive, and the story goes: when a colony on the edge of the galaxy finds itself threatened by the armies of the tyrannical Regent Balisarius, they dispatch a young woman with a mysterious past to seek out warriors from neighboring planets to help them take a stand. People describe this as, what is this similar to? This is a Kurosawa film kind of in structure, right?
Oh, Seven Samurai.
Yeah, Seven Samurai. So you got, this, a team is getting assembled. Pretty much the structure of this film, we're kind of, getting introduced to our main characters, and they're jumping planet to planet, assembling the team to fight this greater evil, and that's pretty much as far as I got. This film stars Charlie Hunnam, Sophia. I did it. And that's been, dude, I haven't done this in a long time, Corny. I tried, bro, and I got to about, I think I got 20 minutes left on my timer.
I'm just gonna tell you that I really don't like you right now because I've watched this film. I watched this film twice. And
what?
Yeah,
why?
And I'm gonna explain this to you. I was on Force Insensitive, with Rocky and Mars and Johnny Wolfenstein last week, talking about this film for about 3 hours. It might be one of the worst films that I've ever seen, and it borrows from It borrows from Harry Potter.
Yeah,
it borrows from The Matrix. It borrows from Chronicles of Riddick. Even though that film's insane, I really like Chronicles of Riddick more than I like this film. It, pretty much borrows from Star Wars, Seven Samurai. This is supposed to have been a Star Wars film that
fortunately
Zack Snyder, kind of presented a Lucasfilm. And overall, I just, it's just badly done. And then on top of that, we found out that it's supposed to be a director's cut for this. I might be obligated because just being unfortunately sensitive to hanging with those guys, I might be obligated to watch the director's cut just so I could talk about it or, goof on it. But what I've seen from this film, also they borrowed something from Harry Potter. And it's the hippogriff, Buckbeak the hippogriff, was borrowed for this film in a scene. I don't know, and that whole scene and sequence, it was pointless. Just being some of the characters. You had a couple good actors in this, like Charlie Hunnam, Hansu.
You got Anthony Hopkins narrating.
Anthony Hopkins narrating.
Jenna Malone.
Yeah,
we got a great cast here, man.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things to where I don't know. Right now, I really just. I think a lot of times, Zack Snyder's kind of lucked up on a lot of things, but
yes, he's failed up.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it. It's not a well thought out world and universe, man. So basically, maybe that would have helped this thing a little bit if he did get it to be in a Star Wars world, because a lot of the world building would have been done for him. But since he didn't get that and he's got to build his own world, this thing sucks, bro. It just shows you the limits of his creativity. And you look at all the successful films, even the ones you like, they're all adaptations. They're not original works from him, dude. Even what's his name? 300. That's Frank Miller. You look at Dawn of the Dead. James Gunn wrote that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's interesting, man. So all this guy really is bringing to the table a visual style, and even with that, it was falling through the cracks. I'm looking at action sequences that are just slow mode for no reason. Like I'm looking at the shootout scene, and I'm like in that it was like a little bar in there store, and I'm just like. like I've seen it, especially if you're going to overuse this as an element of your storytelling, and you're using it all the time, it takes away the special, like slow motion used to be cool. It had impact. There's a reason, like, you know, you see certain films in the old days, maybe the final blow is slow mo, but the rest of the fight, they're moving. It's going down.
You had. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just the weirdness of it, because I said, like this thing, I don't know if I'm watching a planet that's right outside the Milky Way or what, because there's so much of this stuff that's reminding me of Earth that's blowing my mind. I'm already suspended disbelief. These guys, everyone looks like a human. They're humanoid in the structure.
You
they
had a
look
couple
like
aliens
us.
in it. You had a couple aliens in it, but you know,
he's got some aliens, but then you're throwing in Cane Corsos from Earth. Then you got things that look exactly like horses, but they got weird things on their head just to make them look slightly different. I'm like, why did you just do a slightly different creature that they're riding or make that a vehicle? It's like he's trying to throw in these Western appeal to it as well as aesthetics. The thing that got me too, the one prisoner, they threw him on this platform and they pulled out a big ass box. The box unfolds and this is Walker with legs, and they got my man in there like Hannibal Lecter. I'm like, you could have just used a hand dolly or just cuff him and walk him out of here. Like this, we didn't get enough of a reward from that for you to waste time and to make this into a complex visual effect. It's just baffling to me, and I'm not even the smartest dude. So like I let a lot of stuff slide in films, man, and you just like it's crazy to me, man. I'm just
and you didn't even finish it.
I didn't even finish it.
And I saw it twice. I saw it twice because I had to do a podcast about this.
Even the
I demand you watch the last 20 minutes of it, Corey, or I'm not going to do this.
Man, I fell asleep and I woke back up and I was like, man, I don't even care. That's what happened to me.
My last podcast episode with you until you watch that last 20 minutes.
I probably will by the time, but every time I turn it on, I can see the progress bar. Like when I turn on Netflix and it's looking at me like, hey, continue watching, catch up where you left off. And I'm like, no. And I gave it a thumbs down, so they don't recommend me. It's just uninspired, man. He's lifting a lot of stuff from things, but even Lucas did with this original Star Wars. But Lucas took the time to dress it up and make it look like something he made up. But if you know more about mythology and lore, you could tell where Lucas got his stuff from. But the Snyder stuff ain't even being there. It ain't even hiding it. He ain't even trying.
Yeah, Lucas is a better storyteller, and he has a little bit of mythology. But this was just a hot mess. You don't really know. You really don't know the establishment of this world or what's going on. Yeah. You just have a bad side to where. I don't know. Really, when you think about it, that evil forces, they were kind of like that anyway. It's nothing to where, you know, it's just no explanation on what their goal is at all.
Yeah, I don't. All we know, we got some guys. They're supposed to be bad. They look like Nazis. I guess they won't know that they're bad. And then the one dude looks like M. Bison. It's like, bro, come on, man. You got all this money to mess around with. Hire some. No, this thing blows my mind because then there's other scenes where you're looking at the background characters and they even look low effort. I'm just like, why are these people standing around while these two main people are talking and they just look tired? They're just like, you know, like mouth breathing. You know, it just looks. Oh my God, I can't. I have nothing good to say about this, man. There's better stuff to do with your time, folks. For
and on top of that, and one of the things about that annoyed me the most is like you have like these space armies people that pretty much like they look like extras or background for like Mumford and Sons or whatever, you know, band. And right now, I still don't understand the concept of these people. They have lighting, which is electricity, but they still are using manual labor. I understand the manual labor for like the farming, but then at the same time, you have
using the old school plow.
Lighting, but then you have like a hand like water pump in the middle of the town.
Yeah, man. Even the damn
indoor plumbing isn't, you know. Or like at least water going to your house, and you probably have an outhouse.
Even Skywalker had a little beater of a speeder. You know what I'm saying? He was a farmer. Like it just.
Okay, he was a farmer, but there's some of the inconsistency of some of this, and
yeah,
I don't know. He wanted everything to look no, but like I'll go as far as like looking at the TV show of Serenity, to where not
that
all
looks
the
way better than this.
Yeah, not all the planets were like fully developed or whatever, or as rich as others, but you had basics. You know, if you went to a planet, they pretty much had indoor plumbing, or indoor, you know, utilities and stuff. This made no sense.
Man, you right too, man. That scene with that Griffin thing it was pointless. Cause then like we see my man do all that to tame this bird, leaves it with this dude, and then bird then they roll out. You don't see the bird anymore. It's like why do we have to sit through this? Like you could have just did this way
and like
better.
I said, that scene is pretty much straight up from Harry Potter. If you look at it, like the buckbeak, the hippogriff. You had to actually greet the hippogriff. This guy greets this animal just like out of Harry Potter, and then it's just insane to me. It's just a complete ripoff of Harry Potter.
Avatar 1 and 2, same thing. Like it's crazy. Like we've seen the Zack. Do you know that other stuff has been made? And I don't know, dude. Why does he keep getting the? You know what it is, man. I think they're paying attention to that loud vocal minority online. You know, and these studios, and they have a different impression of his actual popularity. And crazily enough, man, when I do see posts about this on Twitter, I see tons of people defending it. I'm like, man, this is crazy. But like, that's what y'all want. This is what you get, yo. Like I don't want this.
That's one thing that's one thing Rocky and Light be on last week that people were defending it on Twitter, and I'm saying to myself, what?
Yeah, it's terrible. You can look at it anytime you see a Facebook ad on it.
I did
go to the comment section next time you see a Facebook ad.
Like this film was better than the sequel trilogy, and I'm saying to myself, in what universe?
Nah, bro. Nah, it's not better than no aspect of Star Wars, bro. It's not even better than the Christmas special. Like it's not. This is bad.
You have Boba Fett and the author.
All right, man. We spent enough time on that, man.